we're back. And by we, I mean me and the Maverick and the Ranger. Back for another evening of fun to finish up this here side of the Maverick and get all of it done and drivable before late. I was gonna say before dark, but it's basically dark now. But super duper, lots of getting it done. Be great, gonna be driving it by midnight. All right, I still can't get that to line up right and to go into the hole. So I'm going to pull the top, try to get working on the spring, and then maybe that'll free it up enough that I can pull the bottom. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, I popped the shock bolt off, which had exploded a little bit, which is exciting, but not too bad. And I got the ball joint off this time, which is much easier, maybe because I have it more attached. Question mark? I don't know that I do, but I just railed on it for, I don't know, 10 hits, and it popped right off, which that one took a lot longer on the other side. So that's a win. This side's harder because I don't have a nice battery tray to set stuff on. But pull this top of the pillar apart and get her done over here. The trial and error really adds a lot of time. So getting right to the point and pulling the shock out and moving the whole bracket off to get the right spring compressor in there, I think it's going to save a lot of time. Okay, so I don't remember if I showed on the other side what this thing is. So got this guy. The little hooks goes down in the hole, and then that slips where my hand is, and it's gonna hold like this, and then tightening the bolt will pull the hooks up and the spring along with it, bracing against the top of the pillar here. So I think I need 2 hands for that, but that's the plan. Boop, boop. So I just loosen that all the way and stuck it through, and it's sticking down a full spring coil lower than I was able to reach on the other side when it was out. So I think doing this, because the other one I popped out with the other spring compressor and then I just tried to shove it back in, but I think if I would have done it this way, it would have been much easier because I'm a whole rung lower, because I think this is the highest as far as I get, and so I could, I lost some length that I could compress. So we'll see if this might be a lot easier and I don't have to do the prying thing I did before. So that's cool. All right, I got that cinched up, I think pretty much all the way. It's starting to get snug, and look at there, we got a whole gap, which we did not have before. There was like half that spring below on the backside before, so that's exciting. So I should be able to just unbolt those 2 bolts that are going through the firewall or fender wall or whatever you'd call that. The fender version of the firewall. Fender? Whatever that is. And then that should come out. And then I can put the new one in. That's so much faster. Wow, that's been like, I've been cranking for a while and my arms are tired, but still, so much faster. Made it out. Crazy. Been so much faster than multiple nights of fiddling. So that's a huge win. Okay, so I think I see the issue. I think those holes, this is riveted, this knuckle is riveted on with the plate, and these holes are a little bit misaligned. So I think I need to drill out the bottom. That's obnoxious. All right, I got a grease gun. I'm gonna start greasing some fittings. Got the wishbone back in. I guess I need to get it back on the wheel side, and then I'm gonna crank the spring down and then put the top back together. Heck yeah. All right, I got the spring back in its spot, so just need to tighten those bolts. Tighten these bolts back down here on the little feet. Tighten these castle nuts down on the knuckles, and finish greasing everything. And then I think I can put the wheels on and see how bad the alignment is. I think I'm all there. I got everything greased till it glooped out. Maybe got a little generous with the glooping, but pins tightened, shock coil, all that stuff's in. The only thing I didn't do is the little brackety guy that goes from the steering, but that doesn't actually have, it has a ball joint. The ball joint on the front side here, I didn't actually get, so I think I'm not gonna replace that and see how it drives, because it's late, and I'll see if I can drive it. So I'm gonna put the wheels and tires back on, and take it off the jacks, I guess. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. My face is dirty. Ah. Got tires on, and looking down the line, this one is pretty straight. And this one, can't really, you can kind of see it. Not straight. That one's pointing pretty far out. So I think I may have affected my alignment a little bit. Oops. Okay, so on the passenger side, I loosened this up, and so let's see which way. That's pulling it in. That's pushing it out. So if I do what, like a full turn? Let's see what that does. Well, okay there. Shiny new bits under there. It's kind of hard to tell. I've been trying to line up body lines with the wheels, but now that I'm looking at it from the front here, that looks pretty straight. That one looks like it's pointed out. Which, now that I think about it, my body lines may or may not be straight, so maybe that's a bad reference. So I'm gonna play with it a little bit more. Okay, I think that's pretty close. Got second sit with it jacked up. I think it's pretty close, front to back, lined up fairly well. I don't actually know if this is even or if it's staggered, now that I also think of that. You know, it's useful to talk these things through, I suppose. But I think it looks okay. It's really hard to tell because they're also drooped, so then they get like the camber towed out. But also, this looks so fun. So goofy with all those extra lights. Toto! Oh, I need to put the new plates on, too. Alright, time to swap it out. Oh, yeah. I don't know that I can actually do this with one hand. Maybe I can. Probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but that's okay. Wow, wow, wow. I decided to leave the diamond plating on because, you know, makes it tougher. It's a new morning, new day. Got the Maverick all together last night. Didn't want to disturb the peace of the neighborhood because it was super late by starting it up, test driving it. So figured I'd get up early. It's kind of early, and give it a go. Starts, so that's good. That's all not fog now. Battery voltage. I couldn't tell what it was said before. Voltage. Get it out. Alright, well, I'm gonna let this warm up. We'll do a little drive. See how bad the alignment feels. And away we go. He's alive. Unlike the Mini. I don't know how well it's gonna do, but we'll see. Oh my goodness, this is so much tighter already. I can just feel it. Just the wheels aren't moving. It's just tight. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Definitely pulling to the right. But I mean, on this gravel road, it's not too crazy. And then started reading on my GPS a lot faster than the dash says, but it's all pretty dang good going straight. Corners are a little squirrely with the alignment, but it feels really good. Feels really good going straight. First fill up. Bro, 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 bro. Bro, 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 bro. It's alive.
So you might remember this used to say Toad here in red stickers. It was ugly. But after like a half hour of work, it still has words on it. You can still see it, but it's way less bad than it was. So it's much more sleek and less toady. So it's got new plates that don't say Toad. It doesn't say Toad on the door anymore. It's really, things are looking up over here.